Change your pace, sway to the beat. Hands up, embrace who you wanna be. We're reaching heights unseen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feel the fire deep within. You're the key to where my trust begins. Join my dream, it's just the right time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Leave it all behind. Get ready now. Rise up into my world. Renew your definition. World so high. Let me show. And hear my declaration. No more ties. Off the ground and tap your feet. Look, stars are near when you feel the beat. We're bound for a greater height. Oh, oh, oh. Take a leap into the place. Don't lose yourself in mundanity. Join my dream, it is the right time. Oh, oh, oh. Leave it all behind. Get ready now. Sing along. Welcome to my world. Renew your definition. World so high. Let me show. And hear my declaration. No more ties. Leave it all behind. Welcome to my world.
Unstoppable! Too slow.
All at once.
You're falling apart. Never hesitate!
Here I come. Ready or not.
That won't do. Thank you. Stay safe.
Right on time.
Unstoppable! I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! You need to get stronger. This one then.
All at once. You just got to expand your thinking.
Too slow. Show me what you can do. Never hesitate.
The door to a whole new world.
That won't do.
I can't hold everything.
I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant. Inevitable!
Right on time.
Unstoppable!
What? Here I come. Ready or not.
Too slow.
Again. Yes, you.
Never hesitate. Stay safe.
Right on time.
I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! Never hesitate! That won't do.
I'm gonna hold up. Somebody help me!
Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! Never hesitate! That won't do.
All at
Too slow.
Maybe I can shoot you.
impressive.
Melt all down. Rising sword strike. Run, mountains fall. Yes, you.
Right on time.
Hear this one then.
You've just got to expand your thinking.
Unstoppable! That won't do.
Here I come. Render now.
Too slow.
We have to fight. Melt all down.
In good skill.
Clouds, leave the path.
I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant! Inevitable!
Again. Yes, you.
Show me what you can do.
What's Thank you for your help. Rock
Shattering splash.
all at once. The door to a whole new world.
Never hesitate! That won't do.
Here I come. Render now.
Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. Always glory. Forever triumphant! Inevitable!
Right on time. Expand your thinking.
That won't do.
Faster, faster. Yes, you.
Never hesitate!
Right on time.
Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. Always soaring. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! I venture forth to hunt. Always soaring. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! This one then.
What's with the door to a whole new world?
Mend your pace, way to the beat. Hands up, embrace who you wanna be. We're reaching heights unseen. Oh, oh, oh. Feel the fire deep within. You're the key to where my trust begins. Join my dream, it's just the right time. Oh, oh, oh. Leave it all behind. Get ready now.
I'm hungry.
Let us weave the future together.
We're running out of.
Is a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No. It's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear her own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here! Follow Trian! Trian, slow down!
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
It appeared again. should read it first. Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Treebios. Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Tran sense it? Could it be our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for mortals.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there! Where did it go? Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Oryx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion, but Trinan wonders, is Oryx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! There are so many of us now! Rianne! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
Are you saying that the black-robed sword master is not just tied to the black tide, but is also hunting for Coreflames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold Coreflames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a Coreflame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesized that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain Coreflames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's Coreflames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the Coreflames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's Coreflame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their Coreflames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Orynyx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treeby, Trainin, come check this out. What's this? Triam feels like it's so familiar. Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne. What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's Coreflame.
Then Lady Trianne... She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trianne's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the Coreflame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Treby and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Trinan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the Coreflames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the Coreflame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Circe's Coreflame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another Coreflame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key. We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
I see. Fine, that battlefield you mentioned. Is it Castrum Krymnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Krymnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akima. Once we take back the Coreflame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one? Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Casterus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the Coreflame, and in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate. But even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the Coreflame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it. I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry, that man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes, that is why he too faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. The Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
that's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones, traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Raker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes, and then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead. No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Men Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Aglaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black robe.
The Kremnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace. May your glory last forever. Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
I can still fight. You must become king. Nikador is with us! Nikador is with
Don't let me down now. Capitan.
nothing major.
This flower, bloom.
Impressive. But here I come. Return.
Allow me to see it.
A little honesty would do us both some good. Todd, you gotta lose some to win some.
Still, you've just got to expand your thinking.
Time to settle your account. Receive divinity.
Yes, I owe you.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Being direct. Give it. Need a hand. Bending the rules, are we?
The door to a whole new world.
Being direct. No great concern.
What's wrong? You've just got to expand your thinking.
You got The foretold triumph draws nearer.
We're almost there.
See.
Once we take back the Coreflame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield. Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us!
Finally.
Pent in the memories of the dead! Executioner!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Frail child of humanity, it is more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeing the truths of the world. Care to dance? Is that just a facade?
All at once, the door to a whole new world.
Just a little backstabber here! Need a hand?
Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Endless. The answer is nothing but void.
What's the matter? Eager to see more self-inflicted misery?
What's wrong? You've just got to expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown for a moment and let it captivate you.
No great concern.
I underestimated you. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
A little countless threads, all within my grasp. Thus, your fate and mine become one. Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
Pity you chose.
This world is a fallen, returned to the great dream.
The door to a whole new world. Time for lessons.
All life is revealed with perfect clarity.
Being very light, still fragile like a wisp of silk.
All at once, you've just got to expand your thinking.
Return to victory.
Trying to overwhelm us is not. Take them out!
What a spirited display, Deliverer.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
Time for resolution. God.
What's wrong? The door to a whole new world. Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Endless riddle. The answer is nothing but void.
Many words, Allie.
All at once, you've just got to expand your thinking. Raise barriers of the unknown and watch them crumble.
Long last.
How embarrassing.
You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion.
Long time no see.
We have a deal. There's no backing out now. For me, or for you. Don't let me down now.
Care to dance?
The door to a whole new world. So, just a little faster here. Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Endless riddle. The answer is nothing but void. What's wrong? You've just got to expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown for a moment and let it captivate you. What's the matter? Eager for more self-inflicted misery?
Some petty trick.
A little facade.
The door to a whole new world.
It's the self-destruction. I let myself to exile. I underestimated you.
That was a good opener to the ceremony. We honor the fallen god with this fight to the death.
Time for lessons.
The way is fraught with difficulties.
This flower, bloom.
Impressive.
My friend, the honor of sharing your fun
fault. Pity. You could...
God. The door to a whole new world. Where there's a win. Bending the rules silence.
It's time to end this. Heed my call! I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs! Witness this. New God has come to Castro Kronos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true? Has Ornyx fallen?
It's as the Council of Elders said. We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety.
They really gave the Coreflame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
This, doesn't feel right.
It's probably because Ornyx is gone. Ornyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Ornyx's Coreflame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find someplace to rest first? Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
They have differences in ideology. All right, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure out the intricacies of these relationships sooner or later.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Ornyx's Coreflame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian. She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple, but that's where the good news ends.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. They also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height, all to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul. Do we know who he is?
Yes. It's Krateros.
Stop! If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over, hundreds and thousands of times. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity. And crumble like rusted iron.
Good. Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight! For Kremnos! For my king! For Amphorius!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand. Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow. If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kefili before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Kremnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good... No. Let's hope that never happens.
down slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nigador's Coreflame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years, only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes, it just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
A rash decision. After all, he still bears a Coreflame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the Coreflame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the Coreflames. For titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity, our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end. But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the Coreflames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing Orynyx's divinity.
Finan, Castrus, Mighty, and Hyacinth. Treepy and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people. Only a chosen few possess the capacity to assume divinity, the elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Yet we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Truly a dilemma.
Yeah. How about letting her give it a try? Mem special mem. Mimmy mem.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned. But this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in a blaze. Past rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might, yet I have merged with it. I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed. You've realized the aspirations of every former king of Kremnos. And now, you can at last bring our people home and reforge the glory of Kremnos.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire.
What? What do you mean by that?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war, following the Titan's path in its conquest. Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to be trampled upon like ants. The city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition, mere anthills that can be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan.
You! Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words?
That pride holds little significance, Kratoros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next step will be to renounce the title of king.
No! No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order.
Do not do this, Mighty Mos! I beg you!
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the Light Calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mighty Mos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim the Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
No. I am granting you a new beginning.
What is this?
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship, and I now imbue it with a fresh significance. Take it, and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Mighty Mos, now ascended to divinity. You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, it crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet, you shall tread the only path out, one that leads to a brand new world at its end.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself?
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it. But humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them.
I failed to save that child.
That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there and shielded her.
The one who persuaded Aglaya to set me free that night. Was that you, Mighty Mos?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her?
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. And I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the Flame Chase journey.
And what is next, Mighty Moose? Where will you be headed now?
To the place where I belong, to fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed Amphorius. It's now my turn to fight against it. There are some people to meet with before I leave. Let's go. Cry out for victory.
Spring forth, gleam of old